Well, hello, everybody. My name is Ricardo Cabrera. I am the operations manager for the Latino Chamber of Commerce of Boulder County. And today we are here with Brenda Fuller, owner and operator of Outworld Brewery in Eastern Longmont. Um, Brenda is a member of the chamber. And Brenda, would you tell us a little bit about yourself? Welcome.
Thank you, and thank you so much for having us, and thank you so much for giving us an opportunity to talk about Outworld Brewing. We are located in between I-25 and 287 in East Longmont. We are a sci-fi fantasy themed brew pub specializing in American, Bavarian, and Belgian style beers. We also offer food. We offer food that pairs well with beer. We are about 8,000 square feet. We have 20-foot ceilings. We have outdoor space up front, and we are just finishing an outdoor patio out back, which should be available before the end of August for everyone to come and enjoy.
Excellent, very nice. And you guys are open for business, right? So COVID started early March, late February, and you guys closed for a bit and then you opened again?
That is correct. We are open for full dine-in service. We also offer takeout, so you can call, you can go online, you can place your order, you can pick it up if you prefer. And we also work with delivery partners such as DoorDash and Grubhub.
Very nice. And so your food is, what type of food do you have? It's Creole maybe, and you mentioned some Bavaria style meals?
So we have Belgian and Bavarian style food. It has some Creole and Cajun offerings because my family has roots in Louisiana, so we wanted to introduce that. We feel that that pairs well with beer as well. You'll find on our menu chicken and waffles, our twist on chicken and waffles.
Nice.
We have traditional schnitzel. We have salad. So we have a variety of foods, but we are really trying to expose our guests to foods that pair with beer that allows us to use the beer that we brew in preparing the meal.
Excellent. So Spätzle, do you have that?
Not yet, but we are going to keep our menu. There are some staples that our guests and customers really enjoy, and we're going to keep those, but we are going to gradually expand our menu and rotate our menu.
Excellent.
Introduce new things. That's in keeping with the sci-fi fantasy theme where we push the boundaries and keep it fresh and interesting.
Very nice. And talking about pushing the boundaries, you have some special beers that you brew that are along those lines, right? Pushing the boundaries of what a normal beer would be.
We do. So we have two types of beers. We have the archetype beer, which would be the classical, which would be brewed in the classical style using classical, techniques. And then we have the Voyager, which is our more experimental beer. And that would be our twist on a classical style. So we want to have two types of beers. We want to play around. We want to keep it interesting. We want to take the opportunity to use the beers to provide an experience that's consistent with, a particular theme that we're pushing out. So we have two categories of beer.
Excellent. And tell me a little bit more about your sci-fi concept. You showed me a little bit around your bar. It looked really nice. Tell me more about that.
So we use science fiction themes and fantasy to really enhance the experience. We want our customers to use their imagination when they come here through the way that we have designed our space. We want our customers to taste the food that we have created, pushing some of the boundaries. For example, our chicken and waffles That's a pretty traditional dish, but we use a slightly different herb in it to really bring out a particular flavor. We have a sauce that uses a little bit of beer. So we are using Sci-fi Fantasy to really complement the experiences that we want people to have here. In the sci-fi world, you really are allowed to explore, to be creative. And so we felt that that would be a fitting theme for what we want to do with both our food and our beer.
Wow, it sounds so good. I'm getting hungry already. It's not even noon and I want a beer. So Brenda, you guys, I suppose you guys have a stage there on your place and you use that?
We do. We do have a stage. We will use that for music. We will use that for, we're having a dating game that's going to be, we're going to use the stage for that. So we're going to have other events. We're going to have a think and drink. We're going to have a think and draw. So we're going to have events. The stage is a great way for whoever is providing the entertainment to be elevated from the tap room, to be easily visible. And we're going to make as much use of that as we can as we bring entertainment and fun things to our guests.
Excellent. So comedy maybe and music, and you also have a trivia night?
We do. We have all of those. We have a comedy event that's coming up hopefully in the next 4 weeks. We have trivia currently every Wednesday night from 7 to 9. And we are looking to really start hosting a lot of events here, of course, in a socially distanced manner. So I would encourage everyone to go to our website and look at our events calendar, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter.
Excellent.
We keep that up to date.
Yep. Well, I'm going to put all that information in our description of this talk today here, so people can just go down there and have a link in a description of your bar. So Brenda, tell me also, you like to help the community and you're involved in Black is Beautiful movement. Tell me about that.
Sure. So the Black is Beautiful initiative is an initiative that over 1,000 breweries around the world, predominantly in the United States, but it is a global initiative. The breweries have got together. They have brewed one recipe of an IPA. So there was one recipe that was circulated to all breweries that wanted to participate. Each participating brewery was encouraged to put their own twist on the recipe. Also sort of in keeping with our sci-fi theme of doing things a little differently. But we put our twist on our IPA and we label it under the Black is Beautiful label, as do the other 1,000 breweries participating. So no matter where you go around the world, if you see the label and there's a special label, there's one label that all 1,000 breweries use, you will know that it's an IPA. You will know that the brewery is affiliated with the initiative. And the proceeds that we get from selling that Black is Beautiful labeled beer goes to support the Boulder area YWCA, and we support their programming for eliminating racism. So the YWCA's, one of their missions, I didn't know this, but I found out recently, one of their missions is to eliminate racism, is to empower women and to eliminate racism. And so we are funding some of their programming for the elimination of racism. Well,
that's great, Brenda. I'm so happy to hear that you're involved with that and that you're donating 50% of the proceeds of that. That's commendable. So we started this interview and I asked you to tell me about yourself, and I'm not going to let you get away with that because I know there's a lot of interesting background in you. So tell me a little bit about yourself. I think you're from Chicago.
I'm farther east. I'm from New York. Well, I'm from New York.
Okay.
Originally. I came to this area about 11 years ago. My family and I relocated from the Washington, D.C. area. We have always had a desire to open a business. We've always had a desire to own a restaurant, and we love beer. My husband started home brewing. My nephew started home brewing. We did that in our garage. We bought a system. We did it in our garage. We thought it was pretty good. And we said, you know, why don't we marry beer? Why don't we marry our love for food and open a restaurant? And that we did. We have hired a master brewer who is producing excellent beer. And we are really pleased with what our chefs are putting out in the kitchen. And we are really excited about, now that we are sort of post the COVID opening, or you know, that we're now allowed to reopen after having been closed during COVID. We're really excited to start having some events where we can really showcase our beer, showcase our food, and really create a wonderful experience, a fun experience, a different experience for our guests in our sci-fi themed brewpub.
Excellent. Well, thank you for all that great information. I can't wait until I go visit your brew pub, and I'll give you a call before I go. Maybe I'll get a chance to meet you in person.
Please do.
Okay, with that, I have one surprise question for you. And the question is, what is your favorite word?
Favorite word?
Yes.
Experience. And I say that because really everything that my family and I have done over the past, I would say 3 years, is really focused on creating the kind of experience that we want for our guests. And we are just really thrilled to be able to now start to actualize that, to start having the types of events that we want to have, the types of food that we want people to taste, the type of beer that we want to brew. And right now, we're doing everything we can to create a wonderful experience for those in Longmont and beyond. So we're all about experience right now.
Yes, thank you for that. And with that, thank you, everybody, and until next time.
Thank you.